about pound of potatoes, pound of flour, give or take, and that'll get you a meal probably with some leftovers.
Yeah, you should have some leftovers with this. But normally I get the large potatoes and I break them up. And you make like 4 large ones, 4 the big ones like that. So it's probably just about the same size. But
so 4 big, like bigger, like the more potato, like those are kind of smaller. Those are like 3/4 the size.
Yeah. If you want a leftover, you probably could make more than that. So what makes the real good gnocchi, and the cheese. You need some probably Romano cheese or Parmigiano, whichever you prefer.
So the gnocchi sitting in the sauce, it just it really
Makes it better.
makes it better because it absorbs it all in. Like I said, I've always been a sweeter sauce person. Like, how is that? Like, because I don't know. I feel like, has your family done sweeter sauces typically?
Yeah, my mother. The chicken meat makes the sauce sweeter than normal. The beef, you could do beef and pork, or if you want it sweeter, you can put some chicken in.
And that would make sense because we weren't like a beef farm, we were chicken, right? There was more chickens.
Yeah.
So that's what got thrown into the pot.
Then you can try it out and you can adjust as it comes along. If you want more, I mean, they never spoil. I mean, they will spoil for a long time. So you can keep them in the refrigerator for a week or so, even when it's homemade like that. When it's freshly made, it stays for quite a while.
And we got our pan's going about 1.5 to 2 inches of water. It's coming up. It's okay if it's not boiling yet?
That's okay.
So if the potatoes are bigger, would you want them covered or does it make a difference? No? Look at my tape here. So boiling potatoes here. Usually how long that takes?
It all depends how big they are. I thought they would be cooked by now, but starting to soften up and stuff.
So that fork, the fork just goes in easy?
Yeah, when they're cooked, yeah.
Get tender. You can use the same pot. You can almost like leave the jet on because once the potatoes are out, you can put this right back on. Same amount of water?
Whatever water, it doesn't matter because you drain it out anyway. Whatever much water you need to do all the.
So that's going to be your test pot basically. So just give it a coating.
Yeah. The
Board's nice and cold.
to make it the consistency that you like. Once you mash it all together, get a piece of that, make a little ball. You put it in a small pan and boil it. To boil it only takes about 30 seconds because the potatoes are cooked, so you just have to cook the flour. When you throw it into the water, it will go down to the bottom. It'll sink in when you just put them in. Once you start boiling, the gnocchi comes up to the top. That's done.
It's done.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you can eat it. You can try it.
So you're making a sample piece from what you have.
Right. And then if you like it harder, you can throw some more flour in there, mash it.
So the more flour there is, the harder the gnocchi. And like, what's the? I think I like them a little bit lighter and fluffier, right? Like you typically like them like on the fluffier side.
Normally, so many potatoes, amount of potatoes, so much flour. So to make it an even consistency.
Say that again.
You know, If you put more flour, it's make sure that less flour, it's soft.
Right, 'cause you think about just the mashed
Grind
potato by itself,
like that.
it's really light and fluffy.
Yeah, it would probably
Fall apart.
stay together. They probably stick.
Stick to each other. So there's a balance between. All right. Cool.
You have to make sure that the potato cools off. You have to make sure that they cool off. Once you grind the potato like that, you have to let them relax.
So you're gonna spread that out, let it cool. And it shouldn't be too hard because the block is nice and cool.
Yeah. If you squeeze it too hard, they squirt right out.
So you're just kind of you're just kind of laying it all out. So would you add more flour if you need more surface area and just like keep on working it around? Good block, good scraper, we need an egg. So you just put a little bit of flour on top?
Yeah, a couple of handfuls and
Oh man. So if we say that was about a pound of potatoes, right?
yeah.
Are you gonna do,
I put 3 handfuls of flour like that for now.
and then 1 egg per, say, a pound of potatoes?
Just add 1 egg.
No matter how much you make?
Yeah, well, if you make a double batch, put 2 eggs, but
Right.
not necessary. You could do with or without the egg.
And what's the egg do for you?
It keeps it together more.
Keeps it together more.
It stays, the gnocchi stays together, it doesn't get loose so much. You know,
Oh, like right, like when, right, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Like after it's cooked.
yeah.
I just wanna put this over here a little bit just so I can see what you're doing on the other tape too. So you got about a handful, like a pinch at a time?
Yeah. So that you keep kneading it like this, so that to make sure that the flour gets absorbed.
Don't worry about getting on the table. You're just spreading it all out so it's making the mixture even with the flour and the...
Yeah.
You know, potato incorporated then.
You have to make sure that it's blend together well. You know, you can see like, see the flour should be blended in. You know, if you see flour over there, it's
Right, because it'll cook like,
yeah.
but it won't cook well.
No. Now, what you do is you do a piece like that. Piece like
It almost looks like a bread dough.
Now, what you do is you do a piece like that. Piece like that, and I'm gonna have that thing boil.
So you're keeping a big pan going for the whole batch, and this little pan's going to be a test pan for the gnocchis.
Normally, you can even put, like if you have sauce boiling,
Yeah.
you can throw one of those in the sauce.
Will it take longer to cook?
It'll do the same thing. It will sink in, and once it's cooked, it comes back to the top.
With the sauce?
Yeah.
It's a loose sauce, though, isn't it? For it sinking all the way like that?
Yeah, if the sauce is really thick, it may not work that way, but normally if the sauce is loose enough, you could do it. Otherwise, just put a little pan of water and then put it on and let it boil.
Right, at this point, they're freezable or cookable.
See the bottom out?
Yeah.
And watch. 2 seconds it'll come up.
And then it's cooked.
Once it comes up, it'll cook.
Wow.
The potatoes are cooked, so that's
It's just the flour got to be cooked up.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. Because they get a little more buoyant. So when they don't sink back down again, they just stay up top.
yeah. They get it done.
You can slide that over to the other jet now.
Yeah, see they're floating.
Okay. So we're keeping a big pan going for the whole batch, and this little pan is going to be a test pan for the gnocchis.
Normally, you can even put, like if you have sauce boiling,
Yeah.
you can throw one of those in the sauce.
Will it take longer to cook?
It'll do the same thing. It'll go sink in, and once it's cooked, it comes back to the top.
With the sauce?
Yeah.
It's a loose sauce, though, isn't it? For it sinking all the way like that?
Yeah, if the sauce is really thick, it may not work that way, but normally if the sauce is loose enough, you could do it. Otherwise, just
You want to get them out of the water
pan of
once they
water and then put it on.
Yeah.
Get a knife.
Can I feel? How big? How big a knife, Dad?
It doesn't have to be anything big. Anything.
Just a straight blade?
Yeah.
Would that be enough?
A little longer if you have it.
Yeah. This has got the serrated knife though.
Whatever. That's fine. Just take one.
It's like a 1/2 inch thick. When you roll them out. Is there any history to the gnocchi, or is it just
You said what?
any history to it, or?
This is probably not it.
Oh, nice.
And what you do, when you have them like that, put a little bit more flour around it, flip it, because otherwise they're going to stick together. Like that, so they won't stick together, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
So whatever sticky surface there is, you try to get just a little like coating of flour on there.
Yep,
And you can freeze them like this too.
yep.
Computer.
For some reason, the meat here is lousy. In the United States, basically. The pork meat that we used to have in Italy, they used to cook. The meat, the pig used to eat basically grass, acorn, squash, corn, things like that. Everything was natural, you know. That meat, we used to cook it, used to smell, you smell it from into there. You used to love it. We used to kill the pig. We used to cook the fresh meat, and you can't believe how great it was.
Everything I ate when I was over there was ridiculously good. The first time they fed me an egg, like that just came from the chicken, like cooked an egg. I was like, what? This is like a special kind of chicken? Like, what is this egg? Is awesome. And they're like, no, it's just an egg. Farm fresh egg. Remember that? So how does
This
it?
pork is excellent.
It's nice, huh?
Yeah.
I got it on the piece. It's just not easy to store.
That's the thing, yeah.
I'll keep it though, that's for sure. I can put it someplace. Make the boys both put it downstairs. They're getting strong.
Actually, we could have made more. Because, no, this is enough.
It's a good amount. It's what we have for potatoes, so it's good. And every once in a while, I'll get a different sauce just because you're used to tasting the same one, but this works pretty
The
well.
kids were over there and we went shopping to get the stuff because I was making something, some pasta or something. He says, yeah, that's the one I like. The one that you mentioned.
Which is interesting because they like Nancy's sauce too. And I'm not a fan of it. I mean, it's good, but it's just like I like the two. I'm used to the sauces that I used to get between Zia, both Zias.
Okay, that's fine. Make sure the pot is boiling, the water is boiling when you throw them in, otherwise they stick.
So water's gonna be hot and boiling.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I finally got you making these on tape. I told Sim, and Sim wanted to do the same thing. She wanted to do the same thing. There's a couple like we want to, and Lucy like do like some of the favorite things that you guys always made for us because it's just like, you know. Ouch. Let that come up to a boil. So would you have a would you like a skimming ladle, like a
Yeah, something like that, a ladle or
with the holes in it, so you can take the ones as they come up?
no, yeah, I mean you can leave them there until everything's come up. And
Oh,
then,
look at them popping up.
Yeah.
Look at that. So they're all pretty much floating. You killed the heat. You don't dump all of them into a strainer, huh? You have to take them out a little at a time,
well, yeah, you could do that.
because otherwise you get a lot of extra water. So if you have a ladle like that with the grating on the bottom,
Yeah.
better.
See, you have to get rid of the water. You know, you shouldn't put water in it.
And that's what I love about these. The longer they sit in the sauce, the better they get.
Yeah.
Ooh, you hit it hard. The cheese all melts up. And just keep adding cheese and sauce.
Yeah.
Did you prefer the mixture Romano and Parmesan, or you just do like one?
Normally, for the gnocchi, you need the Romano.
Just Romano.
This, I put a little bit more sauce, I guess.
Absorb.
Absorb it.
Is that a done deal?
Yep.
Wait, hold on. I know what's missing.
Leave some for the kids.
Not gonna happen. That's light. They're really fluffy. So if they're really fluffy, then you know you could probably add a little more flour.
Yeah.
They'll probably, you know what though, too? They'll just cook. They'll probably firm up a little bit. Right?
Yeah.
They'll typically harden up a bit.
Once it gets cool, you know, stays over. It hadn't.
That's good. Oh, awesome, man. Thank you. So what are you making tomorrow?